Before money becomes a number, it's a belief. People often chase wealth as if it were purely mathematical. More hours, more clients, more effort. But wealth is psychological, long before it's financial. Most people don't fail because of lack of talent or opportunity. They fail because of what they subconsciously believe they deserve. Your self-worth quietly defines your financial ceiling. You can't consistently earn beyond the level of value you assign to yourself. When you feel undeserving, you'll unconsciously sabotage abundance by undercharging, overspending, procrastinating, or settling. Wealth expands in the same proportion as self-trust. The problem is that many people build their work ethic on guilt, not confidence. They hustle not because they believe they're worthy of more, but because they're trying to prove they are. That's why even when the money arrives, peace doesn't. Self-worth isn't built by accumulation. It's built by alignment. Until you believe you are valuable without the validation of results, money will come and go in the same rhythm as your self-esteem. True wealth begins the moment you stop chasing compensation for your insecurity and start creating from certainty. Scarcity isn't just a lack of money. It's a habit of thought. It teaches you to expect loss, to hoard energy, to distrust ease. It's a mindset built on fear, disguised as responsibility. You tell yourself you're being practical, but what you're really doing is protecting your limits. The scarcity mindset whispers, "Don't dream too big, it's safer here." And safety becomes a trap. You stop investing, stop learning, stop risking, and you call it stability. But safety without growth is slow decay. You're not preserving comfort, you're preserving fear. When scarcity becomes identity, you interpret every opportunity as danger. You see competition instead of collaboration, expense instead of investment, and risk instead of possibility. To break free, you must confront the emotional story behind your financial habits. Are you spending to feel worthy? Saving to feel safe? Working to prove you matter? Money mirrors your emotions. It obeys the energy you carry. The moment you start believing that abundance is a reflection of value, not luck, everything shifts. You stop chasing certainty and start building capacity. You realize that wealth is not something you earn, it's something you allow. Money amplifies identity. It doesn't create character, it reveals it. If you feel small, more money makes you smaller in bigger rooms. If you feel abundant, more money gives you reach to expand that energy. That's why the richest form of wealth begins internally, not in your bank account, but in your boundaries, your confidence, and your sense of worth. When you stop seeing yourself as someone who gets paid and start seeing yourself as someone who creates value, everything you touch increases in worth. True financial freedom isn't the absence of bills, it's the absence of fear. It's knowing that no matter what happens, you can rebuild because your worth doesn't depend on external validation. You no longer chase opportunities, you attract them, because your energy signals readiness. When your self-worth rises, your net worth follows. Not because the universe suddenly gives you more, but because you finally stopped getting in your own way. The wealth you desire isn't waiting for your effort, it's waiting for your permission. And the moment you decide you're worthy, abundance starts to listen.